What is up? What up, soul family? It's Shani with Healing Elements, here to give you a reading for the full moon in Aquarius on August 22nd. Technically, the sun is still in Leo, but it is going to kick off the very next day for Virgo season. Happy birthday to all my Virgos. Love you, Mom. She is September 20th Virgo. And yes, we also have a Pisces moon that very next day on the 23rd. So beautiful. So full moon in Aquarius. This is a reading for all 12 signs, a collective reading. And this is out of a beautiful deck, Lucy Cavendish Oracle of Shadows and Light, and I'll also pull extra card for you guys out of the Mermaids deck at the end. So we'll go through one by one, and I'll be sure to put the picture in picture for each card as I read the meaning and, of course, interpret for you guys. Of course, a lot of people are feeling the tug of the heartstrings. You know, you are healing, no doubt, from heartache, whether or not that is from a relationship that you've had to use this energy and kind of let the universe unfold as it will to cut the cords to something that has not served you, or perhaps you are hurting in your heart because you have been at the back end of that. If somebody has, of course, broken your heart, left you, you found out about a third party. I feel that a lot of you that are coming to this reading may resonate with the fact that it is a deep wound, that is something that was, you know, perhaps unexpected, like the tower moment. I don't think it was a long time coming. If you do resonate with a heavy heart because it is new, because it's a brand new wound, and it is time for, you know, you to give yourself recognition that love hurts, right? You know, I'm the first one to not be a hypocrite, because Lord knows I have had heartache, incredibly deep wounds that were to do with grief. We lost my father-in-law, may he rest in peace. And, you know, sometimes when we are heartbroken, it is important to still know that it is how we are, you know, receiving this energy, how we are processing our heartache. It's important to treat ourselves, to not forget self-care. And that's something in the past I failed about. You know, it's important. And this card comes in to tell you that you should have, you know, long baths. You should have promises and goals still to get through all of the, you know, turmoil that heartaches do cause, guys. This card is absolutely fantastic. It is, speaking of, you know, transformation and going into a cocoon to create a completely transformed metamorphosis of the person you are in a multitude of spectrums. This is the I Am Kali card. It says, from death comes rebirth, and talks about, of course, you know, destruction in order to create something. You know, it's an act of creation, and that is what Kali in, you know, Hindu tradition represents. You know, it is an act of pointless, sometimes brutality, but it is clearing all that is tearing us apart, that needs to be ripped open. We need to see, and we need to realize and call on our, you know, inner wisdom and our higher self to guide us, and know that this is for the better good, even though it can be heartbreaking. So, of course, makes sense that you got the heartbreak card. And this card is beautiful, the Grumpy Red Fairy, speaking about your authenticity. It is so important to step into your power and be your utter, true self that is shining from your core, in which you act like maybe in your bedroom where no one is around, that you can dance when nobody's looking, that kind of thing. Sing when nobody is looking, but therefore practice alone and go ahead and bring it out. Be your true self no matter where you are, what you're doing. It is important when you get this card to remember that it is not about impressing people, right? It is not about fitting in. I always say, if you live by compliments, you'll die by critique. And this card comes through and it lets you know this is truly a time that the energy and everything else supports you in order to move forward. And this card is beautiful. Talks about something that is not so beautiful when we hold on to things that don't serve us way too long. It might be the case, therefore, for you that you have a fear of abandonment, or perhaps just a familiarity and holding on to either a relationship or a dilemma, some third party relationship yourself that maybe has just come to revelation. And it is heartbreaking to, you know, be in a situation in which you hold on tighter and tighter to what you have and think that that amounts to you. The next card is gorgeous. It is the mildew fairy. It's time to clean up, and that is perfect for Virgo season, right? When this card comes through in a reading, it's asking you to metaphorically look for the hidden dirt and clean it up, right? It is asking you to check out what is going to be useful for you profoundly and that which you've dismissed, and this could be, an environment or an aspect of an environment you're in, and anything that you may be hiding, even from yourself, right? In your subconscious, anything that you perhaps inadvertently are covering up or just do not want to approach it. Maybe it is the time to move on, and this heartache is just making it incredibly difficult, and you're ruminating, stuck in seeing what you want to see. But decrease all that stagnant, stuck emotions. You can make it to the next level. And beautiful, the mermaid card you guys got. Accept heaven's help. There is so much divine, you know teamwork that is at your beckoning call, you guys. The divine works. And I'll tell you what, if you accept heaven's help, it will come to you with abundance. You will see the signs and acknowledge the signs, and more joy will come. So, guys, thank you for this, beautiful reading. It is unfortunately just so, you know, I want to say common, all of these energies that I talked about, even though I just want to reach through and give you guys a hug. But blessings, love, and light. We'll hug each other. Thank you so much for everything you are, guys.